Pentagon spokesman just said thousands of American citizens remain trapped in Afghanistan tonight. He said he didn't know the exact number, that it's just thousands. Many of them can't apparently get to the border because the Taliban control the roads. According to the White House, ISIS is also operating near the airport. But today, Joe Biden's flack denied that any of those American citizens in Afghanistan are, quote, stranded.
I think it's irresponsible to say Americans are stranded. They are not. We are committed to bringing Americans who want to come home. We are in touch with them via phone, via text, via email, via any way that we can possibly reach Americans to get them home if they want to return home.
There are no Americans stranded is the White House's official position on what's happening in Afghanistan right now.
I'm just calling you out for saying that we are stranding Americans in Afghanistan.
You know, you've reached a peak lunacy when the Biden administration calls other people irresponsible. Okay. So what should we know about Afghanistan? What is actually happening there right now? Lara Logan is one of the few who does know. She hosts Lara Logan Has No Agenda on Fox Nation. She lived in Afghanistan. She joins us tonight. Lara, thanks so much for coming on. So what should we know? What can we trust about what's actually happening tonight in Afghanistan?
Well, as you know, Tucker, I try to focus on what are really the defining things, right? Because there's a lot of misinformation and propaganda being pushed by the administration and by the Taliban and so on. But what is at the heart and the core? Well, for example, the most important thing that I think Americans should understand is that both this country's enemies and the Biden administration want you to accept that there is nothing that can be done. That this outcome that you see, where the United States, a world superpower, is humiliated, defeated, and shamed on the world stage, that it bows at the knee, takes a knee and bows at the feet of terrorists, that we have to recognize the Taliban as the legitimate government of Afghanistan, that Afghans haven't fought and aren't fighting right now, that there's no resistance. This foregone conclusion, right, is what they want you to accept. Because as long as we're talking and arguing about how many American citizens are left behind and so on, we're not talking about the fact that all of these decisions that brought us here are political. Every single one of them. Yes, there were many failures along the way, but the framework within the generals, operate is a political framework. The commander-in-chief is a politician, not a military man, and they love to remind us all of that. So the political decisions that resulted in this outcome have not changed one bit. There is nothing that is altered. They're not using any of the levers of power in any dimension, not political, not diplomatic, not economic, not security-wise, not military. So you have to look at that and say, well, okay, they're getting the outcome they want, because they could bomb the Taliban into the Stone Age, right? Like that. They could, destroy all those weapons that are in place. They could tell Pakistan to stop, cease and desist right now, or we're cutting off the money and we're putting sanctions on you. They could tell the Qataris, stop doing these big, evacuations of Afghan women, the robotics team and the mountaineering team. When you're funding the Taliban and you finance this invasion, use the levers of your power. And then let's not forget the advanced military technology that the United States military has. I mean, the kind of things, we have thermal drones that can see through walls, okay? Throughout the entire war in Afghanistan, none of this capability has been used. And so that's a broader question as to why not. But the real question here is, why are we accepting that all of these women in Afghanistan, are condemned to a death sentence, right? And a life that all their dreams are obliterated, when we could actually do something about it? The Chinese are they're crowing today. They're all over Xinhua, the state news agency, and they're mocking Joe Biden, they're mocking the United States. And so we are accepting this defeat that puts this country in jeopardy. And the second thing that I think is a defining real question here is we are also accepting the idea that if you criticize this, you're advocating to stay in Afghanistan, and that is false. There are many other options without staying in Afghanistan. And most importantly, this is not just about Afghanistan. This doesn't just empower al-Qaeda and the terrorists in Afghanistan. It empowers every enemy the United States has. It doesn't just discourage the allies we have in Afghanistan. It tells every nation on earth, we are a terrible ally. With friends like us, you don't need enemies. We can't do this alone. For our security globally, we need friends. When we needed help, We went to the Afghans and we said, please help us. And I'll tell you what an Afghan leader said to me today. He said, every meeting with the U.S. began with, we won't betray you again, we won't abandon you again. We made a mistake after the Cold War, and I promise you, this time we won't do it. And then the Iranians would come into the next meeting and they would say, America will abandon you again. We are your neighbor. We'll be here when they do. And what you're seeing is the Biden administration proving that every enemy of America and everything they've ever said about this country is the truth.
There's going to be a major realignment, obviously. And I agree with your point that just because you criticize this does not mean you're arguing for another 20 years of occupation. There are other options. Lara Logan, I appreciate your coming on. We have one of the most interesting conversations ever on this subject with Lara on a brand new episode of Tucker Carlson Today for over an hour. You can stream it on Fox Nation, and we hope you will. Lara, thanks.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.